Good morning, Algebra 2. Here we are with the first day of 8.6. Alright, we're back to working with denominators. Excuse me. So we can see here we have 4 over x plus 3 plus 5 over 6 equals 23 over 18. So we need to figure out what that common denominator would be. Okay, and just like our old strategies and methods here, we're going to break them apart down to the prime factors. Okay, so 6 would have been 2 times 3, 18 is 2 times 9, and 9 is 3 times 3. X plus 3 is just x plus 3. Okay, so we're taking the most we have of each one. Well, there's only 1, 2 in both of these. Okay, 1, 3 or 2 3s? Well, 2 3s, or 3 squared. And then we have to take the x plus 3. Alright, so 2 times 3 squared, that 3 squared is 9, times 2 is 18. We're multiplying everything. Well, not yet, are we? We're not to that part yet. 18 times x plus 3 would be the common denominator. So we could go through and try to get all these to be 18 plus 3 on the denominators and then combine 18 times x plus 3. Or the shortcut we'll learn in today, let's just multiply everything by 18 times x plus 3 and see what happens. If I multiply everything on both sides by 18 times x plus 3, that keeps it balanced. Okay, and look at this. 18 cancels out with that 18. 18 divided by 6, this is going to be a 3. We'll have 5 times 3 times x plus 3. And x plus 3 cancels out with x plus 3. So what that did, by finding out what the common denominator would have been, and multiplying everything by what that would be, it's going to end up clearing out all our denominators, because this is going to have all of those as part of it. Okay, so now on the top we just have 4 times 18. Well, 2 times 18 is 36. Double it again for 72. And I won't have anything on the bottom because it got canceled out there. 5 times 3 is 15. X plus 3 equals 23. X plus 3. Alright. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit of a shortcut here. Okay, you can multiply these out, 15x, 45, 23x, 69, and then combine like terms and move around like that. Or this is 15 times x plus 3, and this is 23 times x plus 3. It's like 15x or 15w, and this is 23w. Why don't we just subtract 15x plus 3, save ourselves a little bit of work. So 23 of this minus 15 of this is just 8 of that. Much easier to work with, and we saved ourselves a bunch of combining up here. Multiply this through, 8 times x. Okay, 8 times 3 is 24. Minus the 24. (48) equals 8x. Okay, we're going to divide by 8. X should equal 6. Ta-da! So everything we've been doing so far has led up to this. Working with fractions, rational functions, okay, common denominators, getting all these together. So this is finally where it's going to get a little difficult. And it's not even really difficult, it's just tedious, detailed steps. That if you lose one thing, your answer is going to be wrong in the end. So you got to take your time, make sure you're doing it right. Alright, there should be a spot here for you to try one on your own. Let's go ahead and pause the video here and see how you can do on your own. Alright, welcome back. Let's see how you did. We are going to have x plus 3, 2, and a 2 times 5. So we definitely need to have a 2. Got to have the 5. And we got to have our x plus 3. So it's 10 x plus 3 that would be our common denominator. Okay, but instead of trying to get everything to be 10 times x plus 3, we're just going to multiply everything by 10 times x plus 3 and let the magic happen. Alright, our 10s cancel out there. 10 divided by 2 is just going to be a 3 times 5 now. X plus 3, x plus 3. So if you were looking at this, 3 times 10, and could do that's 30, and then divide by 2 and go 15, you can just jump right to that. Otherwise, if you did the 10 divided by 2, that's 5. 5 times 3 is going to give me 15 as well. So here we just have 2 times 10 for 20. Here we're going to have 3 times 5, we'll have 15 x plus 3, and 19 x plus 3. Alright, so last time we did the subtract that whole group over. Let's see what it looks like if you don't. If you just multiplied everything out. Okay, 15 times x, 15 times 3, 19 times x, 19 times 3. Alright, you can see how it's getting a little long already here. We're going to put the 20 and the 45 together. So we'll have 65 plus 15x, 19x plus 57. Let's subtract 15x from both sides, and we'll subtract 57 from both sides. We'll do both of those at once, because that'll cancel here and here. 65 minus 57 should leave me with 8. 19x minus 15x should be 4x. And when we divide by 4, x is 2. Alright, hopefully we all got x equals 2. Okay. Time to crank it up a notch. And actually some of you might find this easier than the previous ones, but I think this is just a little bit harder, because you're not really going to have any numbers anymore. Now we're just having factors. So some of you might find it easier, some of you might find it more challenging. Okay, so now our denominators are just factors. We got x plus 5, x plus 3, and x squared plus 8x plus 15. And most of the time, they're pretty nice to us. Okay, and it's going to usually, I can't say 100%, but usually it's going to work out that this is actually both of those. So does x squared plus 8x plus 15, does that factor out to be what multiplies to 15 and adds to 8? Yes, it does. It's x plus 5 and x plus 3. Okay, so usually this is going to work out to be both of those, but double check to make sure. Okay, so now it's the same thing. We're multiplying everything by those factors. So x plus 5, x plus 3. X plus 5, x plus 3. X plus 5, x plus 3. Okay, and that should cancel out all of our denominators. X plus 5 cancels out. That's what this was. This whole thing was that. And the x plus 3. Okay, so let's take a look at what do we have left. The 2x times an x plus 3 minus, and we're going to put parentheses around this group now, x squared minus x minus 10 equals 3 times x plus 5. Alright, so let's multiply this through. 2x squared plus 6x. Okay, now this is the tricky part, because it was a minus that, so we should take this minus into everything. Minus x squared. Minus minus is a plus x. Minus minus plus 10 equals 3x plus 15. Okay. Now let's see what we can combine over here. We got a 2x squared and a minus x squared. That's going to be a 1x squared. We got a 6x and a 1x. That's going to be a plus 7x. And then the plus 10. Okay, so we got x squared plus 7x plus 10 equals 3x plus 15. Well, we still have this x squared, so I don't see any way to cancel that out. So our best strategy here is probably get everything on the same side and try to factor at the end. So it's minus 3x minus 15. So now we got x squared plus 4x minus 5 equals 0. What multiplies to negative 5 and adds to 4? How about an x plus 5 and an x minus 1? So my x's would equal negative 5 or positive 1. Whew, that was a lot of work. But guess what? You're not done. Alright, now we got to check them out. And most of the time you don't have to actually put it through and check it out the whole way. The most common thing here is to make sure that negative 5 or 1 doesn't give us any denominator errors back in the original. If I put 1 back in the original, do you think I'm going to get any problems? 6, 1 plus 9 plus 15, so 25, nope. 4, nope. What if I put in negative 5? Ooh, negative 5 is going to make that be 0, and this one be 0. Can't do that. So not negative 5, we just want 1. Okay? Because negative 5 would make my denominator equal 0. Can't divide by 0, error. No fun. Alright, you try. Okay, go ahead and let's pause the video here for a couple minutes and have you see how far you can get on this one. Ready, set, go. Alright, welcome back. Let's see how you did. So we got our x plus 4 We got an x plus 3, and were they nice to us? What multiplies to 12 and adds to 7? 3 and 4, you bet. Okay. So we're going to multiply both sides by x plus 4, x plus 3. And cancel out. Well, that's what this was. If x plus 3's cancel out, x plus 4's cancel out. So we're just going to have negative 12 times x plus 3 plus 13 times x plus 4 equals 18. Nothing left over there. So this one's going to be a pretty nice one. Distribute of negative 12x minus 36, 13x plus 52, negative 12x plus 13x is 1x, negative 36 plus 52 is 16. Oh, this was a nice one for you guys. Not too bad at all. Subtract that 16, x equals 2. Okay, let's double check here. 2 going to give us any issues? 2 plus 4 is 6. 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 squared is 4. Plus 14. Plus 12. Nope. No problems. No problems. Alright. You know what? Let's just save this other part for later. That's good enough for now. There you go. Okay. You guys should have a worksheet to go with this today. So, you should have that ready to go. Enjoy. Good luck, and we'll see you next time.